Hello, it's Scott Manley here with the long-awaited arrival of Valkyrie on Steam, which means I can finally play it on my HTC Vive. Okay, theoretically I could have bought it from the Oculus store in the past, but hey, I decided to wait and do it legitimately, and now I'm having a lot of fun with the game. So, Valkyrie is a VR shooter set in the EVE Online universe, where Fly Safe actually comes from, or at least it's the place that I picked it up from. And yeah, you gotta have a VR headset. It costs a whopping $60. I mean, yeah, it's a again heavy premium for owning VR headset. But look at this! I can fly around this Megatron here. See all these awesome Galante spacecraft. This is one of the Chronicles missions. You actually play this very early on. It's supposed to be, you know, the battle in which your commanding officer Ran Kavik was killed. Look at that. That's a Nyx. That is a Galante supercarrier. And over in the distance on the left, that is a Galante Erebus Titan. So yeah, we're basically, I guess, flying as part of Team Galante right now. And waiting for bad things to happen. I don't like this. Of course, that's a sign that something's gonna happen. So maybe I should just, you know, shut up and let it happen, right? There's my team there.
All fighters. We're seeing a significant number of unknown vessels zeroing in on our perimeter. Let's assume the worst.
Enemies on directional scan. Oh my goodness! It's a whole bunch of Amarian spacecraft, including carriers and... Ooh, wow, there's a prophecy. And these guys are all AI, so this is just one of these scripted missions. The bad guys are pretty easy to shoot. I actually prefer these more than the core multiplayer game. So this spacecraft, missile targeting is by looking at the target and pulling the missile targeting trigger. So the VR is actually a core component of the gameplay. It's not just for looking around. There are weapon systems that you absolutely need to look at your target to either target them, control them, or what other stuff. Darn, that was a bad mistake there. Shot my own spacecraft. Yeah, excellent. Dagger! Getting a triple kill there. Sure. Now wait a second. Oh, wow! That's awesome. What is that just died? That there is an Amarian carrier, and then... that is a Revelation, so that's their Dreadnought, and down there I'm just seeing an Eon, that's an Amarian supercarrier. Clearly they are bringing out the big guns, and I'm bringing out the big missiles. Oh crap, he's on the other side there. Oh, don't fly into the big spaceship, that would not be... Where's the bad guy gone? Where are they? Where are the infidels? Actually, no, the Amarians are the holy war type people. Galante are French. They're freedom-loving. They're all about, you know, free society and loving things and being awesome, and yet also being, oh crap, highly creative. They're kind of, like, I think the Galante are a bit like Silicon Valley, whereas the Caldari are, I don't know, they're like militaristic. Get that one. Yes, excellent. Okay, that is some stuff. Get this one. These dudes, yeah, they're just bunched up and they are easy meat for my guns if I can hit them. I could hit them a whole lot easier if I wasn't flying them with a whoa! We have an avatar on grid. Uh-oh, and it is charging its super weapon, which actually his Doomsday weapon is probably now out of date, but... well, I guess that's the Erebus gone down. Whoever fit that clearly needs a lesson in how to fit Titans, because it should have had more effective hit points than that. Oh well.
See you in the next life.
See ya. Incidentally, that voice actress is Katie Sackhoff, Kara Thrace from Battlestar Galactica, amongst, well, that's what she's most famous for, I guess.
Destroy the enemy to drain their resources.
So after you've gone through basic training, you get to access the first multiplayer component. The first multiplayer component is essentially a team battle against AI. So you can fly around with other players, but you're really just still shooting AI. And that's good because that's how you get experience. The core of the game really is the AI here. I'm shooting, and I notice hilariously I'm talking about AI and I'm actually shooting at HAL right now. Daisy, Daisy, give me your ammo do. I'm half crazy over how hard it is to hit you. Okay, yes. So yeah, the multiplayer component is very important. It's basically how you level up and pick up all the new ships, unlock stuff. If you don't play multiplayer, oh crap, you're gonna miss most of the game. And if you're, I mean, you're really paying $60 for a pretty simplistic multiplayer shooter. It looks great. If you're an EVE Online player, this obviously puts you in the middle of battles that you might have imagined that are largely, you know, well, they're largely brought to life through spreadsheets in EVE Online, whereas here, you know, you're in the middle of things, you're in the thick of things, but it's kind of a shame that there isn't more single-player content, because that stuff is a lot more fun. And I've got to be clear, after you pay your $60 entry price to get in to play the game, there are microtransactions as well if you want to get experience points, boosters, and things like this for, you know, getting your ship upgraded. Although, I believe this weekend is a double XP weekend, so good time to get in and learn how to play the game if if you've never played it before. Obviously, if you had an Oculus Rift and you bought it at launch, you got this game along with it, and it's generally, well, among the PSVR launch titles, this is also, well, one of the best there as well. Now, if you want to play other VR games, VR shooters, your other options are Elite Dangerous, which is obviously a lot more sedate, and then there's House of the Dying Sun, which has its own particular aesthetic and look, but this is the probably, you know, where multiplayer is for space shooters, this is the bomb right now. And being an EVE Online fan, obviously I delight in seeing many of the details. Yay! Victory! See, I had to play like 4 or 5 battles in this mode. As you can see, I got to be pretty good at it. Although I gotta point out that I have played this in the past. Mostly, well, the first time I played it was actually at a nightclub. It was a CCP party, and it was a heck of fun. But it was very strange. I remember that party at GDC, they had brought in all their PCs and they had forgotten their Xbox controllers. So I was talking with the dudes and saying, oh, well, you know, Target's nearby. That's where you're going to get your Xbox controllers. I kind of found it amusing that they came all the way from Iceland, brought all these high-spec PCs, and then forgot to bring Xbox controllers. Anyway, the next game mode you unlock after you reach level 5 is a straight-up deathmatch. It's our team deathmatch, where you're fighting against other teams. And it's just about... Oh, ow, ow. I was going to say it's about killing off the other player's clones. They have 30 clones, you have 30 clones, and you want to see who has the most clones left after 30 minutes. Hester is currently avoiding me. I am in a serious bad way. I do not want to be the first one to die here. That would be really sad. Come on. Yes, we got 1 kill for our team. And I am still pushing hard. Ooh, what is that sound? I do not like that sound. Yes! Got a kill against Hester. Okay, next target. Matt, I don't know, you're dead. Actually, that might be a robot. Maybe the bots are easier to hit. Yes! 1 more kill. They're Mitt. Or my tea. I don't know, maybe they're like, don't touch my tea. Maybe it's like a reference to Arthur Dent. I'm just trying to stay alive long enough so that I get some more kills. There are support classes that can repair me. So, hopefully my team will just pay attention and help me out here. Come on. Okay, sneak through. This is the ship graveyard, so these are some dead spacecraft. That is a Galente Nix, I believe. Can't really tell, honestly, because I'm bumping into it and flying around it. Maybe, yeah, that looks like it could be a Nix. Anyway, there's another mode where it's a carrier attack mode. The idea, of course, is there's base stations to capture, you know, capture the flag basically, and once you capture enough of them, You can go in and perform the trench run and attack the... Oh, apparently I'm flying out of bounds. That's what they'd say when you're flying out of bounds, in case you're wondering. Come on, mighty. Oh, maybe they're saying they are a mighty pilot, or maybe they want a Mai Tai. Oh, my thugs. That's what it is. That's confusing. Well, whatever. Yeah, so carrier attack mode is the kind of more complicated, more strategic one, and I have had very little success in that, but then again, I am brand new to the game. I'm sure there's a ton of old hands out there who've played this on Oculus. If you remember, I cancelled my Oculus order and bought a Vive instead after a whole bunch of things, and I'm still quite happy with what I got, and this was one of the only games I really cared about on the Rift that ended up being an exclusive. There are a handful of games on Steam that only have Rift support, which I've been able to get working using, I think it's Revive, but nice. But this one was only available from the Oculus store, so I held off buying it until it became officially available, and that's why, of course, there's a ton of people out there that already have finished with this game. They've had their time. It is a lot more simplistic than the other VR experiences, I think, at least in terms of spaceship, but it is just crazy and frenetic and high energy. Oh, wow. And there is a certain beauty to that. There's also a certain beauty to just, being in the middle of all this stuff. Oh, come on, my thugs. Ow. Crash. I'm banging into the wall here. Not good. Come on. There we go. So it is a VR exclusive. It will not work without VR unless, of course, there's hacks and things like that. Again, you got to remember that weapons targeting, many of the weapons are designed around being able to look at the target and shoot them. So, uh-oh, heal me. Oh, look at all the smoke and everything coming out of this thing. I think it's cool the way you die is by the cockpit exploding, despite you having a spacesuit. That obviously doesn't make any sense, but it's quite nice. Ah, there I go. The glass flowing off into space. So let's just show you another spaceship. This is, I believe, the Spectre. The Spectre is one of the ones you unlock early, and I launched into this battle, like, with more than halfway through. So this one has a turret. You basically look at the target and pull the trigger. It also has a micro-warp drive, and it has an ECM system. So this is a completely different kind of loadout. There, look at me turning, looking at the target to shoot at it. That requires quite some serious coordination, because aiming and flying, it's easy to, like, forget that you're aiming, or it's easy to forget to fly while you're aiming, and forget to aim while you're flying. It's just something that is in a skill you need to acquire. Maybe my old brain can't handle... Yeah, you see, I'm doing it again. I could more easily... Okay, he's hiding behind this Amarian Cathedral here. Let's slip through. Look at how many levels of lights are on this thing. It's huge. Okay, I'm going after this dude. Come on. Big... I'm not in range. War Sub-Zero. War Sub-Zero. Come on. That's right. Yes. You know you want to die. Yes! I got an assist. See, this is sort of effective. Now, KIO, or Kid. Oh, it's Kid. That's what it is. Oh, Kid Dragon. That's... Whoa! Look at all the trails there! Engine trails everywhere. That is cool. Oh, come on, let me kill this one. Let me kill this dude. Oh, darn. But it's not a disappointing outcome. It's an awesome outcome because finally I can play Eve Valkyrie. It's expensive, but if you are a fan of the Eve lore and you have a VR headset, it is almost It is a guaranteed purchase. It's, you know, it's expensive, yes, but so are all the other titles. It also comes with Eve Gunjack for the next few days, so check it out. I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.